really get things started. 'Cause we ain't got no time to waste, I don't mind.
Alright guys, welcome back to another WWE 2k23 GM mode video. We're gonna go ahead and start up our week 2. We've already done the draft, we're on now week 2, so let's go ahead and get it. If you are new, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, it does help me out a lot. Get me in those analytics, and I'll appreciate it. So let's go ahead and see what the hell is going on. So, we have a lot of expired contracts coming up. We have Shawn Michaels in 9 weeks, Seth Rollins in 9 weeks, a lot of things coming out in 9 weeks. Our commissioner goal for this week is, let's see, have at least one table match. I will see. I'm not really that big into coast to coast, but we shall see. We have some stuff to buy. We have a small budget for this show because we went all out in the first show, but that's okay. I also forgot to pop this, so let's go and pop that. We have fixed match, perfect. Probably not going to be able to afford anyone right now because of how things are. So let's go ahead and start out this week 2 because week 1 was pretty awesome. So for this week's show, let's see what's up. Let's see what's going on. We're going to give Shawn Michaels a rest because he's got 38 stamina, but that's okay. We had a plan for this week. That was Sami Zayn, KO versus the tag team champions, which are... we don't have any. That's right. So, here's going to be our opener for the tag titles. Let's go. We're also going to make this a tables match so we can complete our commissioner goal. Is there anything... we could buy this for Tornado Tag, but that's quite expensive because I think Tornado Tag is 35,000. We could do that, actually. No, we couldn't. No, we couldn't. No, we couldn't. We'll just stick to the tables match. Probably not gonna be the best opener, but it is what it is. We have a rivalry going on between these two, so we're gonna go ahead and pop that down right here for now. What else do we got going on? We have another rivalry going on right now. Let's just check their stamina. 50, 70. Yeah, this could be the main event for now. So we have our opener. I also think this will perform better. So we'll actually just make this a normal match and make this a table match. That way it gets a bit more traction. And then we have Bliss versus Indy Hartwell going on right now. Is there anything we don't have? Oh yeah, we need Seth Rollins versus Loomis, so we'll have that pretty soon. We'll go ahead and have, Bliss needs a break, so we'll do that as well. We could also just say F it and go Randy Orton versus Loomis for now. We'll have that be a match. And then I think what we'll do is we need a call out. So what we'll do is we're gonna have Shawn Michaels doesn't have a rival. He's got more stamina, so let's have him shout out this because his promo is pretty high. We're gonna have LA Knight also do an advertisement again. Sorry, my guy, I don't have any plans for you quite yet. And then for Indy, we'll have her try to build up that rivalry too with her amazing mic skills. Who's got the better mic skills? Not you. You got the better mic skills. That's right. So this is looking to be our show. I'll actually have the last match. Should be fine. This should be fine. I do assume this will perform just fine. Everything's looking decent for our show. So let me just go ahead and check. We could technically just buy this, but that's quite expensive. But that would set me up for a guaranteed 5-star match in the future. So we'll go ahead and do it. And that leaves us with a smaller budget, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and start the show. For our opener, we have Rhea Ripley. Probably going to smash some Stacy through a table. We're going to find out right now.
1, 2, that's 3.
Yep, really, Rhea Ripley did do that smashing on that Stacy. Seth Rollins being called out by Shawn Michaels. He says, "You don't got the heart to fight me, so I'm gonna kick you in the face if you try." It's probably what he's thinking. Randy Orton versus Dexter Loomis. Let's see if this rivalry is going to be a thing. We turn Randy heel. He's gonna come out and RKO him out of nowhere. Just like that. 1, 2, 3. Mediocre, if that's to be expected. They are the same type of class. LA Knight's gonna go, "Y'all wanna give us some money?" Yeah! And do pretty good at it, so that's LA Knight. We got now the Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable and Otis. So Alpha Academy, are you going to step up to the plate? Or are you going to drop the ball and give it to the boys? Alpha Academy is our tag team champions, and there's no rivalry. That's unfortunate. We're gonna have to run that back in a steel cage match. Alexa Bliss says, bitch, you can't have my title yet. You have to come out and earn it. And it looks like it went pretty good. So that's gonna get under Indy's skin. And then for our main event, we have Io Sky, Bailey with damage control, fighting the heroes. Well, the SmackDown faces, the women's division faces. Let's see how this turns out for the faces. Unfortunately, damage control says you don't have the steam or the smoke, so try again next time. All right, we did decent there. The show was okay. It's to be expected. Let's see what we have here. Jerry the King Lawler and the R-Tooth. Okay, it looks like they actually might have a better show than us. So let's go ahead and simulate to the end and see what happens, because we don't care about the AI shows. So, we had the pretty strong opener. It does look like NXT did outperform us a little bit. That's okay. We did pretty good still. We had a good booking. Unfortunately, we didn't get any rivalries between the boys and Alpha Academy, so we need to make that happen next week. So overall, decent show. Let's see what they have to say here. Otis and Gable work really good together as a tag team, because they are the Alpha Academy. What do you expect? I like tonight's show. Keep it coming. I shall try. Also, we did make 44,000 fans, and we made a little bit of a profit. It was so intense when Rhea Ripley and Stacy went at each other. The tension was... Yeah, the tension was great. Yeah, I agree. Sounds like the crowd is absolutely over with bad guy Orton. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Try repeating those words to my face next week. Michaels, if you have the guts. Looks like we're going to have a little bit of a fight going on next week between those two. Alexa called out Indy Hartwell tonight and knocked it out of the park. Yeah, that's about right. Randy Orton takes the match from Dexter Lumis. Could have gone either way. Hashtag SmackDown. He got that RKO out of nowhere. Bailey and Io Sky worked okay as a tag team, I guess. They're damage and control, and they're winning, so it is what it is. Tonight's SmackDown started strong and ended strong. I liked it. Appreciate it, my guy. And then I am so sorry to the fans for such a one-sided match against Sami Zayn. I wish he was better too. Damn, Sammy. We need to get you back to your roots, man. We need to make you pop off. All right, let's move it on to the next show. Looks like they actually made some money. They have a big budget. Good God. NXT's got that budget. We did earn coast to coast, so that's pretty sick. We still are first place by, I would say, a comfortable margin. But let's be honest, NXT's got a bigger budget by quite a lot. I have the smallest budget out of everyone because I went crazy week 1. Going into week 3, let's go ahead and see what they want. Lumis versus Orton wasn't the greatest fight, and part of the reason, yeah, we know. Yeah, we know. Yeah. That's the only thing we have. So we have nothing going on this week. Let's go ahead and upgrade to the next thing, because we can. Yeah, and check power card spot. Tornado Alley. We already have one of those, so having a second one might be pretty good in the future. But right now, my budget's sort of low. Can we afford anything in here? Probably not. I don't think we need anything, so we're looking good. Let's go ahead and start booking this match and try to make our way to SummerSlam. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go big with this one. So let's go ahead, and we need Seth Rollins versus... I guess we should open up Seth versus Shawn. They are kind of in a rivalry right now. That should be a pretty decent fight because they're both specialists, I guess. I don't know. We're going to give Bailey and them a week off and have Alpha Academy go at it again in the main event versus... Oh, we'll put the titles back on the line. I also want to slap their asses in a steel cage so that they can actually, you know, build up their rivalry. Hopefully that pays off. If not, then it's okay. We have Rhea Ripley versus... they have decent stamina, but we might not book them this week because we do need to book this. And this is a level 2, so we're actually going to put that here, and that should be fine. I'm going to have to give Bliss the week off next week, unless we have Health Spa, which we do. I will probably use that next week for her, because she's going to need it. And then we have Randy Orton versus Lumis again. I guess we could do that, just to try to build up the rivalry. They're at level 1, so we'll throw them on the card. So we have a level 2 there, level 1 there. I think this will be pretty solid. Let's just make this an interesting match. Can we afford 2 steel cages? Probably not. we'll make this a tables match. We'll do tables, and then for this should be fine, just naturally. And then we're gonna have our boy LA Knight come out and try to pump up the crowd. We're gonna have Rhea call out her nemesis, which is you. Okay, we'll build that up. And then what we're gonna do is actually we're gonna promote I guess Io Sky can do another self promo. Because I have nothing going on for her right this second. So that'll be the show. We get some damage control on here. Yeah, alright, so let's go ahead and try this out. This looks pretty promising for a decent show. Not sure if it's gonna be great. It looks pretty decent, kind of pricey for my budget. We'll see how it plays out. Alright, so we're gonna have Seth freaking Rollins versus Shawn Michaels in the opener. Last week, Shawn Michaels called Seth a bitch, so let's see what happens. Does Seth stomp his face, or does he get kicked in the face? It looks like Seth Rollins got kicked in the face and then smashed through a table, because that's how these things go. LA Knight got out to the crowd. He said, "Did you see that kick in the face?" He said, "Yeah," and everyone loved it. He's hyping up Shawn Michaels to be the megastar, because he's not quite yet the megastar. We have Alpha Academy with their titles on the line in a steel cage match versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. So let's see how this one pays off, or if it's just a fumble for the boys. We have new titles holders. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens have a rivalry going with Alpha Academy. Pretty good so far. Almost actually outperformed our opener. Rhea Ripley called Stacy scrawny and had no chance about beating her or pinning her, and it looked like it went pretty good. So Stacy Keibler's gonna have to, show up and put her down next week. We have Randy Orton versus Dexter Lumis. Fighter versus fighter. Triple H doesn't like that, but you know what? We're going to see if the crowd likes it. Randy Orton with another RKO out of nowhere, building up that show hype. People are starting to get into it. Dexter Lumis is having a rough 2 weeks. He is the champion holder. Maybe he's tired. Maybe it's because he doesn't talk. Maybe he just needs some backup. We don't know. We don't know what's going on with Dexter Lumis right now. He's just weird and needs to get some moral support from the crowd. Dakota Kai's like, "I'm here on the show, but I haven't been used, so here, let me do an advertisement for you. Check this out." And it went pretty good. People acknowledged her. And then for our main event, we have Alexa Bliss versus Indi Hartwell. They're the thing right now. NXT's champion left NXT to come to SmackDown, and now she wants that gold. But is she able to beat Alexa Bliss for the right to have a chance? Does not seem so. Maybe at SummerSlam she'll have a chance. So far, show went pretty good. All around solid show. Let's see what they have here. Their opener is a female tag team match. No titles in the line, it looks like. Oh no, the titles are in the line. Very interesting budget there for them. Let's go ahead and see what the show results are going to be. Their opener is Rey Mysterio versus Omos. That's going to be a really good show to watch because one's a giant, one's a cruiser. So that'll be interesting to watch in this. So it looks like NXT is here to blow us out of the water again. That's okay. I think we're hanging in there. We had a good booking. Our budget's a bit tight right now. But overall, we're doing okay. We have no injuries. We have a level 3 rivalry going into SummerSlam. Dexter Lumis and Orton are level 2. Sami Zayn and Alpha Academy are finally building it up. And then Shawn Michaels and Seth Rollins are level 2. So things are heating up really nicely. Sami Zayn has a really good feel for the steel cage matches. SmackDown should take advantage. I will definitely keep that in consideration. We did make a bit of money this week, but still not in a comfortable budget zone. Kevin Owens gets payback on Otis. He gave him the stunner. Yeah. I'm not sure how much longer Dexter Lumis is going to stick with SmackDown. Wonder if something happened in the back. What's going on, Dexter Lumis? You can't talk to me, so write it in a pen pad and let me know. Shawn Michaels is going to get run into the ground. Carrying the SmackDown each week definitely earned a break. You're right, we're going to give him a break. Okay, that promo by LA Knight was actually pretty good. Yeah. Really varied show. Added the quality to keep it up. Thanks to Frick where it's due. Good match. Alexa Bliss. She knows where she got put in her place. Here we go. Hopefully the start of the new legendary rivalry between Shawn Michaels and Rollins. We shall see. Sounds like the crowd absolutely over with bad guy Orton. People are loving it. You talk a good game, Rhea, but my fists are going to do the talking next week. We shall see, Stacy. We shall see. So we did pretty good. They did pretty good, and they did really good. All right, so you can kind of see the budgets come in play. We're still in first place, so we got to keep that going. We got to keep the momentum going into SummerSlam. Or not SummerSlam, I meant Survivor Series. Apologies. So, Raw is going to give me This Is War, so I'm unable to book Chad Gable, Randy Orton, and Io Sky. That really does hurt my feelings, Raw. Why would you do that? Yeah. It hurts my roster. Owens cheated me last match. I want a rematch in 2 weeks. Yeah, you got it, buddy. Hey, boss, I've been talking to Michaels a lot lately, and we had this great idea that we should team up for a tag team match. I think that would be fun to watch, so if that makes you happy, Loomis, we'll give it a go. Alright, so let's see if we can make that happen for the boys. So we're gonna do... Oh, Otis wants a rematch in 2 weeks, so for now, to fill in time, what we're gonna do is give the champs a break and bring out Shawn Michaels, which is doing not so great. But in a tag match, it should be fine versus Alpha Academy. Alright, so actually, let's do it with Randy Orton. Wait, Randy's unavailable. Yikes. I guess we're gonna have to make this a little bit weird. Seth Rollins is gonna team up with Otis, I suppose, this week, just for this opener. Actually, for a mid card, because that looks trash. We're gonna go ahead and go back to the go. We can't. We're gonna start a rivalry between Alexa Bliss needs a break. My goodness. We could afford this. Health Spa, we probably do need this, but we need to wait on the money. Let's go ahead and give a Health Spa to someone who's not... I guess we can't do that this week because of our limit. Steel cages are quite expensive, so let's just try to figure this out with a tornado tag, maybe. Let's book our show first and find this. See how much we have to play with for our money, because we need to up the quality of our show a little bit. I'm a little worried about Shawn Michaels getting injured, and we'll have to wait and see. So we'll go... Oh, shit, she needs to call out this. So I guess Stacy Kubler and you're good to go. Guess we could put them in a steel cage because we can afford it. If we're gonna do that, we can also pop real steel to make sure it goes well to up our ratings. And then we need a good finisher, and I think we can afford. We might not be able to afford a. Okay. You're coming out because we need you. We need to hire someone for her to fight. So who do we have for faces that are female that we can hire for them to fight? Check out the legends. Trish Stratus is quite expensive, can't afford her. Lita is a heel, unfortunately. China, that's a little bit overpriced. I can't afford anything, so we're gonna have to just kind of have a shitty match. It looks like we'll put her in against. She's a fighter, so we'll put her against Morgan because we need filler content, I guess, for this show. So we'll do that, or we won't do that because it won't let me. That'll be... What's our main event then? What is the main event? I guess Alexa Bliss is gonna need to do something, but not this week. We'll do Bailey versus Raquel, have them work out their issues in a steel cage, which puts us over budget. Unfortunately, we can't do that this week. It would have been great to have... Well, I guess we could force it by lowering the quality of our show in some way. So let me think of how we can do this. Let's go to our... We're a little low on money here. Little low on money. It is what it is. We might not be able to make this work after all. It should be a decent match, even if it's a normal match, because we're budget. It's kind of messed up. Our budget's a little bit messed up. If that's the case, this will do the best performance-wise, so we'll just keep this normal, and then we'll put these two in the steel cage, because overall I think that will be the best for our show. And then we need people to advertise, so Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, our tag team champ, are going to go out there, and we're going to give LA Knight a break on the advertisement side of things this week and let the boys do the talking instead. So let's go ahead and book this show. Did I meet my requirements? Have at least one extreme... What is that? What I get up? Ew, that's pretty good. Why not? They're going to work their issues out with Extreme Rules. Let's see how this plays. Alright, so we have Rhea Ripley versus Stacy Keibler. Rhea Ripley was talking some trash, and now it's Extreme Rules, so they're going to hit each other in the faces with some Kindle sticks, I guess. Maybe some chairs. Maybe get put through a table. Let's see who wins. Is Stacy gonna stand up for her rights, or does she just get put back down? Amazing booking. Unfortunately, Stacy Keibler is just not in the same class as the dominant mommy, Rhea Ripley. Andy called out Hartwell, saying, "I got this shit locked down. I'll see you at Survivor Series." People loved it, it seems like, or it was just okay. We have Shawn Michaels and Dexter Lumis because, you know, Dexter Lumis wanted a friend, so he reached out to Shawn Michaels to be his friend. Let's see if friendship is stronger than the heels. Sorry, Lumis, it does not look like Shawn Michaels wants to be your friend. It was a good attempt, though. Sami Zayn said, "Check this new belt out. I got it last week." People said, "That's pretty cool." You have the mid-card being Liv Morgan versus Dakota Kai. They know they're filler. They're just filling content, shaking their ass. This that they own, and it looks like Liv Morgan says, "This is why I'm the tag team champion. You suck. Controlled, or damage control." Kevin Owens says, "Check out my new belt. I got it with Sami Zayn, my best friend." And everyone loved it because it's Kevin Owens. And then we have Bayley versus Raquel in a steel cage match. Things might get bloody, things might, but let's see if Bayley is dominant as she seems to be. It looks like Damage Control got the win over Raquel. So, Damage Control loses some this week, and they win some this week. Overall, it was a classic, and people loved it. Going on to the next show, it looks like their opener is going to be a Giant versus a Cruiser. They're self-promoting Cody. They have Gigi and Becky in the main event. Looks overall pretty damn good as a show. We'll see how they do in the thing. This show is Eddie Guerrero and Yokozuna. That's very interesting. And then their main event's a backstage brawl with some ladies. So overall, my show is dominating the stands this week. We had a good opener, had the best opener, and had the best close. Our mid-matches weren't the best, but you know what? What really matters is that you have a strong opener, a strong finisher, and people will forgive you. Overall, we're looking like Survivor Series is going to be a very, very good for us. We get that money coming in. Let's see how much money we made. Our budget's still not completely there. We need some help. What a pair of cowards, Shawn Michaels and Dexter Lumis getting disqualified because they can't take Seth Rollins and Otis in a fair match. I'm assuming Seth Rollins stomped their faces and Otis did the worm to them. Lumis and Michaels work really well together as a tag team. Apparently not if they got disqualified. Great SmackDown tonight. Good matches. Bayley on a great run right now on a total rampage. He's giving you your damage control, high quality matches. Can't wait for Rhea Ripley to get a shot at the women's title, my favorite superstar on SmackDown. That is a good idea. Liv versus Dakota was rough. Their wrestling classes did not fit each other at all. They were just there to show butt. Another fluke for Liv Morgan. Keep that career alive with luck. That is toxic, Bayley. I had to stand up, give my TV stand. Okay. They would love to see Raquel gets a rematch. They will probably do that at Survivor Series. Alexa was called out by Indy Hartwell tonight. Looking forward to seeing them settle things in the ring. Me too. And then Rhea Ripley takes the match from Stacy Keibler. Could have gone either way. Unlikely. I feel like Rhea Ripley's just gonna dominate her through just the rivalry. Just straight up dominate it. Looks like they're doing good on their budget. Looks like they're losing a bit on their budget, but they still have the biggest budget out of us all. We did get to the moon, which is going to be pretty helpful. We're still in first place, but they are creeping up on us at high speed, so we really need to do good at SummerSlam, or Survivor Series. I told you, Shawn Michaels and I really hit it off as a team last week. No problem, Loomis, as long as you're happy. I was, yeah. Liv cheated me. I want a rematch. Maybe. No, I can't. I'm afraid. I can't! Because it's Survivor Series. So we're going to go ahead and buy the Survivor Series ring because we need it. Oh, well, we're going to buy this because we need it. And then we got to budget our show best. We have Real Steel and pre-match. We have some good cards in here. We're going to do the tornado tag for the opener and have this pop the fuck off. So we're going to go with this versus the girls in a tornado tag match because they have been at each other's throats. So it's time to actually see who kills who in this match. And it's been building up for so long. We're gonna go ahead and do Hartwell versus Alexa Bliss for the title. All right, we're over budget again, so unfortunately, shit, that sucks. Because everything is so expensive. We'll just have to lower this. No, it's so expensive. Let me think. I need money. I need to manage me some money. I'm a little short, so we might have to let someone go. Unfortunately, Dakota Kai, I would love to have you on the show for damage control, but I need your money instead, so please give me my money back. Maybe next year. Now we can continue with Survivor Series. We had to let go Dakota Kai, but we needed the money. We have this going to pay off. Looks like we need to be careful with this because Stacy Keibler could get injured here, which is the point. Put them in the match together. They need a rest. Unfortunately, Shawn Michaels and Seth Rollins are going to have to skip this one and build up their stuff later on. We do have a healthy tag, it looks like, between Alpha Academy, and we're going to have that go at it right now. Wait, what the hell? Alpha Academy has the title still? That's win. We're going to put the tag matches on the line, and then we have Randy Orton versus Loomis for the World Heavyweight title. So we have a big jam-packed full of stuff. You know what we can do, because our budget's quite big now? So we can do double tornado tag and guarantee we have a great show. So fantastic. Do we need to have you two fight each other right now? Is that necessary? I guess we kind of need to, but you gotta be careful because you might get injured, Stacy. Which wouldn't be the worst thing. We're gonna go to the moon with only usable on superstars with less than 60 popularity, plus 15 popularity to superstar after their next match. Let's get that popularity up for our girl Liv Morgan. Health spot this week for a Shawn Michaels. Yep. We're gonna go buy this because we have the budget to. It looks like we can't afford anything else. Should I fix a match to make sure my girl Alexa Bliss stays champion, or do we care? I think we don't care. I think the only thing we care about is that we get the Alpha Academy to lose, which they should. We did not book anything on the side. We need to book some stuff. LA Knight, we need you to self-advertise again. I know you're not probably happy right now, but it really isn't my fault. You go ahead and promote yourself. Actually, better yet, call Michaels out. It's your duty to call him out. We need people. We need bodies. So if we can get some bodies up in this show, because we need to cut some more advertisements, that would be great. But right now, our budget's not looking like it can afford it, so we're gonna have to bite the bullet and separate some of our unbooked show. But we should be still pretty okay when it comes to overall quality. Also, I forgot to rebook this. Overall, should have a good opener, should have a good finish, should have a great show overall. This is it, guys. Survivor Series is gonna take off, and then we'll see what happens after that. So let's go ahead and confirm the booking. It's time for Io Sky and Bayley to have their official rematch for the titles against Liv Morgan and her partner Raquel. Let's go ahead and simulate it. We have new tag champions, and it was a classic. Liv Morgan finally beat Damage Control with her partner Raquel. Let's see if they have a good long reign or if they're going to fold next time they have a rematch. LA Knight said, guess what, I'm here at Survivor Series and there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah. And people said, okay, welcome to Survivor Series. We have Rhea Ripley and Stacy Keibler at it again. Stacy could get injured here. It looks like Rhea might be out for blood. And she won again. Unfortunately, the rivalry is complete and Stacy Keibler just got manhandled the whole time by mommy Rhea Ripley. Not that surprising. We have Alexa Bliss versus Indy Hartwell, the underdog. Alexa Bliss has been doing very well against her. Let's see if Indy can finally step up and earn her right to be champion. Unfortunately, It looks like Rhea Ripley will be going against Alexis soon. She earned the right in that spot, so it looks like I might need to turn Alexis face. Amazing quality match overall. Good going, Alexis. Seth Rollins says, yo, you might be a little tired, but I'm not. Let's make our rivalry even better so I can stomp your face next week if you're up for it. Dexter Lumis and Randy Orton. Is he going to get RKO'd out of nowhere and lose his title? Or is Dexter Lumis with the Shawn Michaels friendship thing that they have going on going to be enough to make him morally ready to beat Randy Orton? It looks like Dexter Lumis is not going to retain. It looks like he's just got RKO'd out of nowhere for the third time, and he lost his title. Congrats, Randy Orton, on winning, but the rivalry still is flaming. Now we have the main event. Our boys, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, who should have their titles back this match versus Otis and Chad Gable. He said, shush, these are our titles, but are they going to hold them? Unfortunately, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens still have to fight for the right to be the Blue Brands champions. That rivalry is growing, and it looks like it's still going to stay hot until the next time they rematch. Overall, Survivor Series was kind of a big hit for us. Looks like they are under budget too because they have no promos. And it's like they had a pretty good looking show too. 2 titles on the lines, a backstage brawl between Ronda Rousey and Beth Phoenix. Call out with Edge on Gargano. Hopefully Gargano gets pissed off so I can steal him. We'll see what happens here. Overall, show booking, me and NXT neck to neck. Looks like NXT did just slightly beat my show by 0.5 stars. Though, to be fair, we beat them in all the mid-cards except for one. So overall, I think SmackDown might have took the lead there because we had 2 slightly better matches on the board. Nonetheless, congrats NXT for having an outstanding finisher. Overall, we have some good rivalries to build off. We did complete the Indy Hartwell story, so we'll be probably putting her somewhere else. Maybe she can have her heel arc come up because she's pissed. We're gonna make Alexa probably the face now and have Rhea Ripley go against that title for the next main event or the next the next event to come. We still have to work with Sami and Kevin. They need to get their stuff together. Maybe Sami will ask for a match next week. We'll have to see. Overall, though, looks like we did quite well for ourselves with the crutch of that card, of course. Our budget still sucks, but we did gain a lot of fans, so maybe next one we'll have more budget. Oh man, what a way to end the rivalry between Rhea Ripley and Stacy Keibler. Almost didn't want it to end. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure Stacy Keibler got put in a hospital because she just got her ass destroyed the whole time by Mommy. I'm sad to be leaving SmackDown, not really sure what went wrong. Listen, it wasn't you, it was me. I needed your money. I can't believe SmackDown got rid of Dakota Kai. That took me by surprise. I needed money! I'm greedy, okay? Give me more shows like this. SmackDown tonight was so good. Appreciate you. We'll keep it coming. Don't really get why SmackDown wants to push Liv Morgan. Because she's hot. Because Damage Control is also hot, and people like it. What's wrong with it? What else we have here? SmackDown has really gone off the boil recently. NXT understands what the fans want. Come on, SmackDown, you can do better than this. NXT's got the wallet. We don't. We're trying. Holy crap, Miguel finally won a match. Holy crap, indeed. Orton crowned new champion tonight, SmackDown, and about time. He's been looking stronger than Lumis for weeks. I agree. He's been giving him that RKO out of nowhere for weeks now. Lumis just isn't aware of that shoulder. Liv Morgan and Raquel, the new champions. Bayley and Io look shattered by that result. They might get the rematch sooner than later. Zayn and Owens work okay as a team, I guess. They're trying to work it out against the Alpha Academy. They're trying to get their mojo online. All right, so we did pretty good. That's gonna end it. We're gonna go to next week, and we're in second place now. We got kicked out of first place because NXT has been destroying us. Their budget is starting to fall off. Ours is starting to get a little better. We have to make it up next week. So we're on our way to Hell in a Cell, so we'll be doing that next week. We have a lot of things happening, so we're gonna do these emails right now, and then we'll do the show next week. I have to say, you really crushed it with that show game. Yeah, thank you. It was all on the superstars, not me. Thanks for the rematch against Owens. You're welcome. I think you should put me in a match versus Liv. Trust me on this. Really? We could do that while we turn Rhea Ripley face. Ever thought about that? And then for our shakeup, we have specialist superstars lose more stamina from matches but increase popularity overall. The contracts of all legends you've signed this season will become permanent. And then select yeah, we're gonna take the permanent because we have 2 legends, so that's amazing for us to keep those on for the whole season. Ensure Kevin Owens fights this week, and we'll get special effect bookings. Other than that, we'll check the power cards. Our budget's a little hurt. We got to buy tables for sure, because we are crutching on these cards quite hard. We have the new arena to work with. Overall, we'll save the rest of this for the next episode, but we're on our way to Hell in a Cell. What do you guys think is going to happen? Is Rhea Ripley going to be the new champion of the women division when we do book her against that Alexa who's been on fire this whole season? We'll have to find out. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm Josh, and I'll see you guys next time when we continue our series. Peace.